There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Mustangs will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense is on the field for the first time today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-timer baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Clinton. So the SMU Mustangs offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country. He better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
The Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Mustangs will hustle to the line. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Using the quick game. At the 35, he's open. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
You always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That's how you have a short memory. That's how you forget about the big play that just happened, and you line up in your stance and you respond. Great job by the defense, lining up, getting after the quarterback.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll pull it down. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
The Mustangs send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Back to pass, it's Roper. Caught behind the line, it's Hayes. At midfield, he's got room. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48, and an explosive play gets this offense working. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's on target and complete. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Breaks into the open. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he's going to bring it out. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The play action fake. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And When the Mustangs are backed up, they can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. From the gun, he leads it with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Mustangs are in the hurry-up.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore, right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. He gets it away from his own end zone. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Back to pass, it's Roper. Back open in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! A great catch and run for 6.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. On the move in the 30. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. Oh, they're after him. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right on the money. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Quick completion to the right. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Wilson.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They just keep firing. The short hands. It's Longo. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. He splits the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Miami is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that may get its own 30 for 30 after this one. They're up 14 over Temple. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Got his man downfield. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Roper. The quick out. Finding an escape route. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Nicholson. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Nittany Lions have taken it inside the 20. They'll try the run. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. Now on the return. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air. It's Roper. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Offense getting set for first down. They'll leave it with it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Snagged in the middle. It's Nicholson. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
SMU 3.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Almost a disaster on that return. They jump on it, and they'll maintain possession. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll start this drive going to the air. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Fast completion moves the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Quickly to the tight end. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Fires to the big fella. They'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Just keeps slinging it. Makes the catch. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The give from the gun. Hard running there. And runs through another one. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chain.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking downfield very late in the half. Touchdown Mustangs! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. A strike downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on first. Gonna take a shot. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
He'll take another shot here. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch. For in Dallas.
The Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. One thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
After that last completion, it's second down. Caught over the middle. It's Longo. Runs through the tackle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
And the 4th and inches, man, I'm going for it no matter where I'm at in the field. If I'm in scoring range, if I'm in the red zone, if I'm on the 1, I'm going for it. I have to be able to get inches in these situations. Nice job by the offense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Back to throw, it's Hawkins. fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the offense trying to hit the dagger route. You see the receiver, he went down the field, stretched it, made it look like it was going to be a go, put his foot in the ground, try to cut to the inside. They're just not able to be on the same page there.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away yet. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. From the gun, the running back has it. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. To the ground, he's got it again. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's good enough. We got first down.
Looking for a gap. It's Nicholson. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And the Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo.
And the defense had that one sniffed out from the start. But look at this. The offense back on the ball, going with some tempo. This defense has got to communicate fast and get lined up.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. He's got it, 1st down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
At the 13-yard line. First down.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now. With a nice lead here late in the 3rd quarter, they're satisfied to just...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
SMU 10.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Out of the end zone. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Longo. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Finds his tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Quickly complete. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Longo. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Mustangs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Never a doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hauls it in. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Off play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work first and 10. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Roper. Under fire. Pressure in his face and he lets it fly. He just tossed that one out of bounds to avoid the sack, to avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it down the middle. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So first down will open up the final period. Looking downfield on first down. Rush is on him. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Smith wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Under fire. They're working that left side. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The Mustangs will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Pocket breaking down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him.
He hurls one deep down the left side. It's him in stride inside the 10. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The explosive play set the table. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by out.
He smashes his way through again. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Grab near the marker. It's Clinton. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Mustangs are on the move. Smith dropping to pass. Working that wide receiver screen. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And the Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Lets it fly. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Turning it on. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to throw, it's Roper. Fires toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. The Nittany Lions come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He's not afraid to go deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Clinton. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Shoots it to the left. It's dropped, and that's how we'll wrap up this one as the game is over. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did.